Hello, my friends, to the Be You Brand podcast. And today's guest is so amazing. And I'm starting to do something a little bit different. So I am going to give you, before we start the conversation, a little bit of background on why am I bringing this guest and what do I think that the nugget from the episode was. So you listen till the end and you get the most out of it. So my guest today is Jen Vasquez. She is literally the marketing queen, and she teaches female service providers to use Pinterest and marketing workflows to make marketing easier. And who doesn't want marketing in the online world to be easier? So our conversation was amazing. She is putting together a summit. It's called the Creative Marketing Summit, and we're going to give you all the information for that, and it's actually free. And I'm going to be one of the speakers, but I'm going to tell you, I am going to attend every day. She has so many speakers talking about topics like legal on social media, like how to create behind the scenes for your videos, and overall, all the tools that as online businesses we need to market our business. But here are my 3 top takeaways that I want you to listen for. Number 1, she's going to go into the magic of the reels that are 3 to 7 seconds and how to use them. She's also going to go in depth on some Pinterest goals. So if you have been wanting to use Pinterest on your marketing, you need to listen to this episode all the way to the end, and then all the details on her Creative Marketing Summit. Now, one of the things that I wanted to share with you, my audience, my women, is that I'm making a very intentional approach to who do I bring into the podcast as a guest. And that is why I want this introduction to be so special. Because I think that as entrepreneurs, right, we get pitched all the time. We pitch to other people, but I am here for the real relationships. And I want to bring you people that I wholeheartedly believe in. So that's the reason behind these heartfelt introductions. So I hope you enjoy this episode, and I'll see you next time, my friend. Freaking excited. One of the things that I've been sharing with you guys is I'm only bringing people into the podcast that not only I'm super aligned with, but I am super excited to collaborate, and I am super excited to expose you to. So our guest today, as you heard in the intro, is Jen Vasquez. And in a little bit over a month, I'm going to be talking in her Creative Marketing Summit that is happening February 13th, 14th, 15th. Now, this is the thing, you're in for a treat because she is the marketing queen. And hi, Jen. Welcome to the Be Your Brand podcast.
I am so excited. It took me forever to get you on mine. I'm now on your podcast. I'm like, woo, we're done. Because we have one type of personality. So we're
yes. Well, so number 1, I want to definitely get people to come to the Creative Marketing Summit because I think that there is so many new trends. They're going to be able to learn so many new things. So what I want you to kind of walk me through right now is what are the main 3 trends you are seeing for 2024 when it comes to marketing?
Yeah.
When it comes, you're like the Pinterest queen. You talk a lot about blogging, but I want you to give me your overview of what's happening this year when it comes to marketing in the online space.
Yes. So I don't know if this is, I'm just going to be honest, like I always am. I don't know if this is like the trends coming up or more so what I see happening and I'm like all for it. So number one,
okay, I like that.
Everyone says authenticity, right? That word's old. It's like done. But I feel like when people who own businesses can show up online comfortably as themselves, not only where they get more engagement and more people listening and it'll get spread farther on social media, but people can smell fake a mile away. So saying authentic, I'm just going to say showing up as yourself, like the warts and all, like just everything, whether you have makeup on, whether you have your hair done, those things are not mattering as much. And I think that's a trend truly that's coming. In terms of short form video, which I am very laser focused on, because Pinterest has short form videos. We've got YouTube that has shorts. We have TikTok. We have Instagram.
I mean, everyone right now is focusing on short form video. So we can't ignore it.
No. But what I will say that's so exciting is that instead of mouthing what somebody else is saying or doing dancing or doing any of those pointing things, like any of that stuff, right?
That was kind of like the trend last year, like everybody pointing and stuff like that.
Just borrowing other people's content instead of just delivering the goods right there as yourself. Here's the cool thing. 3 to 7 seconds are a sweet spot that makes everyone's account get better. So I have short form video editing as a new sort of product in my business. And we've got multiple clients that we're working with right now. And it's those 3 to 7 second short form videos that are getting all of the engagement. They're getting the shares, they're getting the everything. And the reason for that is because videos have a watch time, right? And the algorithms on really all the platforms are really heavily leaned toward getting through all of the content. So the longer that you're
that's key. Yes.
The longer your social short form video is, the harder it is to get that awesome juice from that algorithm.
And I'm wondering, and I'm like, please correct me. Now you have that super short video, you put the actual info on the caption, and now you got people to stay in your post for repeat, almost like the repetition of the video. So you get more play.
A lot of people are out there on social media right now talking about make sure that you have a hook on the front, right? Keep in mind, and this is something people don't know and is really important, use keywords in the text that you put over that video, whatever it is, in whatever platform, that's a search area. And so you want to use keywords. Yes.
Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, they're all searchable now.
All of them. Even TikTok. So the words that you put over the video in the platform. So a lot of people create their videos in Canva so they don't have to type, which I get because it takes less time. But I'm telling you to ignore that and put the text actually over the video in the platform. Even if you're repurposing content, you still need to put text over that content. It is really important.
Little secret.
Yeah.
So I have a VA that does all the letters, and we use Riverside to do all of that. But when we go to Instagram, which is our main platform, we still do the captions and we hide them, and we do all of our keywords for whatever caption we used, and we hide them.
Yes. It is really helpful. But the cool thing about this, what I think is a trend that's coming, that these shorter form videos, is that if you hook them with the hook, then they read the caption. But what I'm seeing a little bit over the last month here in January is that anybody that delivers all the information in the actual video in text versus having a long caption, people, while they go sometimes to the caption to read, the people that don't like to read, like myself, they love seeing the information. And I will, if it looks like good information, I'll just save it so I can go back and watch it later. Whether I go back and watch it later or not is immaterial.
It doesn't matter. It's telling the algorithm.
And saying that, here's the other thing that I've heard that actually I've been testing on my own account and it works so well. I'm liking my own reels. I am actually saving my own reels.
I do the same, girl. I don't care what people say. Somebody said, it looks desperate. I'm like, listen, bitch. I love my content. It's authentic. I like my content. And I'm the first one to celebrate myself. And it fucking works, to be honest.
Yes, it does fucking work. Literally. So So the fact that it's organic and it's 3 to 7 seconds, you can do the whole taking a sip
and deliver like B-roll
and deliver. Yes. I'm telling you, everywhere right now, I tell every one of my clients, this will be a tip that you will so enjoy, and you'll remember it from her podcast, Adi. Oh my gosh, is that if you, for all of these reels that you're creating, when you create that video for it, put it in a folder on your cell phone. I use Apple products, but even the other different types of products also have the notes section, or they have whatever it is. But save that information. I have a folder full of B-roll, and I use them over and over and over again, and nobody really notices.
We actually do that for our low ticket membership that we have for photography. We give B-roll now to our clients. Yes. And a lot of our girls are like, hey, honestly, I should see 5 photos, and the rest I just want videos of me getting in and out of the car, typing on my phone, drinking my water. I just the tripod trips me out. But if you, and then literally they walk away, instead of photos, people are like, give me B-roll, give me B-roll. I'm like, yeah.
And what's so funny is that every time I do something where I'm going to actually do my hair and makeup, earlier today, I have a ton of videos. I did the 3-second videos, just a bunch of them on the side, looking, drinking, doing whatever, because I know I could use that in a pinch when I'm going into my content and when I have my content out there.
I love this. Okay, I'm going to move to the next thing. Tell me a little bit about Pinterest, because I'm personally not great, not great at Pinterest. But I know Pinterest is growing like wildfire.
It always has been. People are just now discovering it.
So tell me all. Specifically because I think that a lot of my audience, they're just getting to the point of either getting a website. Yeah. They're very active on Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Yeah. And I know that a lot of people are just repurposing the reels and stuff into Pinterest. How
easy?
Okay, tell them. So tell them, Jen. Tell them.
I'm going to try to be brief on this because it's a podcast. But one thing I will say is, you know how we look at LinkedIn and we're like, okay, that's business to business. And then we look at Facebook, that's probably business to consumer. You're looking at the different platforms. Well, Pinterest is absolutely both. So there's no reason why any business listening right now out there should not be on there, period, the end. You only need 1 pin a day to actually get good growth. And all of my clients, between 60 and 80% of all traffic for social media is actually coming from Pinterest. So wow, Pinterest is driving traffic to your website. That could be for a lead magnet. That could be for a blog. That could be for one of your services. That could be for a free video. That could be for your YouTube. That could be for your podcast. I could go on and on and on with the 18 million things that you can actually pin to Pinterest.
I read an article, and you can tell me if this is true or not. YouTube, mostly men. Pinterest is the YouTube for women.
So I would say it's a little bit of both, meaning, yes, a higher percentage are women on there because traditionally women typically do the planning for things. They typically are doing the research for purchasing things. I don't know about you, but my husband, he'll just go out and buy something. I'm like, no. We need to do research and get the best thing, right?
We wouldn't have anything in this house. He was for my husband.
I know. So it is really both. The majority are female. I think it's the last stat that I saw, because, they change all the time, is between 60 and 70% women. So it's not 90% women like a lot of people assume. My husband's on Pinterest.
I mean, I'm okay with that because all of our listeners and myself, we mostly serve women. So I don't care. I should say, feel compelled to actually talk about that because so many people are obsessed over repurposing on YouTube, myself included. Yes. And they're not really utilizing Pinterest.
It literally makes me want to cry. I make a reel and I put it on TikTok. I put it on YouTube Shorts. I put it on Pinterest. I put it on Instagram and I put it on Facebook. And then I put it in my private Facebook group. It should be everywhere. If you take the time, blood, sweat, and tears of making something, it can go everywhere. I always say Instagram is like the bar, right? You're going to see people that you wish you kind of look like. You're going to see people a little bit of feeling like less than sometimes on Instagram. Pinterest, on the other hand, is like a library where anything you want to find to better your life or your business can literally be found on there. And so it's like a happy place to be too. So people are so much nicer on there. You don't have to get into all of the comments and DM and all that stuff. It's literally just people love something, they save it, or they click through and go to your website.
And honestly, like people are clicking there. Like I actually been looking at my own behavior there. I'm like, I'm not really like clicking on people's shit on Instagram, but I click all the time on Pinterest. And I was like, that got me thinking.
I'm going to be baking bread. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing it's like a whole
not me,
thing. I use it for like photography inspiration. I use it for my year to decide on what I'm going to accomplish for my year. Like I use Pinterest in so many ways. And so I always recommend that people that use Pinterest to market their business, you need to know your ideal client. What are their pains? What are their struggles? So your whole bio, unlike the rest of the bios out there on different platforms, should all be about them. Nothing about you. You can squeeze in stuff
just between you and me. That should be in all the fucking books.
I think it should be too, but that's not the case. I have like 5 kids and 2 cats, and I'm like, I don't care.
I don't even give a shit.
Don't give a shit, right? So,
but those are the people that they come to us so we can come.
Yeah, now, I am going to say, a lot of people go to Pinterest, or the people want to market their business on Pinterest, and they pay almost too much attention to the analytics versus seeing what's happening with your business because of Pinterest. So I am all about growing your business on Pinterest. I don't care about growing Pinterest. I don't give a fuck if Pinterest grows. I just don't. I care because I'm booking clients there. Why do I care if I have 3 million views? I don't care if I think I have 50,000 views maybe on my Pinterest account.
I honestly, Jen,
clients all the time.
Jen, have the same thoughts about Instagram. And that's how I teach it. I'm like, followers are not audience.
No.
Audience is not necessarily buyers.
Correct.
So, like, I have under 4,000 followers. And
you still
did
book
multiple six figures last.
And I have to tell you that some of the clients that I've booked talk about stuff that I posted on Instagram, but actually never followed me. Like, there is no... Like on Pinterest, we follow when we like good content. We'll follow because we want to see more of that good content, which is basically making sure that your home feed is all the things you love. But on Instagram, it's bizarre. So I always say when you're on Pinterest, the 2 analytics you want to pay attention to are the outbound clicks and the pin clicks. So the pin clicks are, you have a pin in your feed, you click on it, it opens up, there's an image or a video on the left, and on the right is the title and the description. That's where people go, do I want to click? Do I want to click through to their website? Or there's nothing I want to see, right? So you have to have a really good description. You have to have good descriptions, good titles, all that thing throughout Pinterest, not just for the algorithm, but for your client to follow you, right? Or for your client to buy from you. So it's twofold. Keywords are the most important thing on Pinterest. Before even doing any work for my Pinterest management clients, I'm doing keywords. And I spend a good week every day going through keyword after keyword after keyword, because the keywords are going to be between keywords and consistency. If you have those 2, you're going to grow and you're going to book clients. And that's all that matters.
I love this. Okay, so the next question is, how did you come up with the idea of the Creative Marketing Summit?
Oh my gosh. No one has asked me that yet, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, because, okay, let's be freaking honest.
Yeah.
From putting a in-person event and you're putting an online summit, it is a lot of freaking work.
I can't even tell you. It's
obviously this is a story behind that.
Babysitting professionals. Right? I need this. Here's the due date. I need that. Like, it is a lot.
I don't even think I got you all my stuff.
No, you have all my you're on the website, so all your stuff has been given. You're good.
Oh, okay.
I don't even put people on the website, even the people I'm talking to about being speakers, until I have their information. So we're good.
Oh, that means I sent you my stuff. Yeah. Oh, and we're going to have all the links on the show notes, but I want you to tell me how you came up with the idea.
Yeah.
And then we're going to dive into all the topics, all the things that you're envisioning for the person that that is going to the Creative Marketing Summit?
So I have been dreaming. In a previous life, I was in marketing and sales area. And I actually helped when I worked for Netscape, which was bought by Disney. I think it was Disney. Anyway, when I worked there, I was in charge of planning all the fun events. And I love planning events. And so when I got into business, I was like, I can't wait. I want to plan a retreat. I want to plan this, blah, 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 blah. And I decided, you know what? I think I want to do a virtual summit. Now, if this grows, this is the second annual this year, so it's definitely growing, but we'll have an in-person at some point, probably in Vegas, where you are. So we're really doing it. But I have always wanted to do this. I believe truly, and I'm very passionate, to teach entrepreneurs who get into business because they're passionate about something, who don't really have a clue on marketing. And without marketing and consistent marketing, those are the businesses that tend to go out of business very quickly.
Yeah.
You have to have a pipeline of leads. You have to have a bunch of people coming in for your business. So I have always been very excited to do a virtual summit. 3 years ago, when I decided to do the first one last year, 3 years ago, I decided it was going to be a virtual summit. It was going to be for female service providers. So I would be very niche down. And I don't know any marketing summits for female service providers. And that was why I wanted to do this. And I wanted it to be free. So it's free for 48 hours, right? The videos are live for 48 hours. So it's free to watch so that there's no preventing people from being able to watch it, being able to get this information. Last year we had 20-ish, 21, 22 speakers, and we had over 400 people that came. Signed up, I should say. And this year, we're looking at around 30. So we've got PR, we've got capturing behind the scenes for your business for short form videos, we've got time management, we have SEO, we have contracts from an attorney that I work with. She's going to come in and talk about contracts. We've got just everything. Personal branding, obviously, with Adi, obviously, but there's so much. And every single presentation and every single speaker that I've accepted to be a speaker is delivering a presentation that's going to be less than 30 minutes, so 20 to 30 minutes-ish, but it is going to be actionable. So my rules for accepting a speaker is to make sure that the content that we're getting is something that people can learn and actually put into action.
Okay, I loved, when you reached out to me and you were like, so when I went into her podcast, you guys need to go to listen to the core values.
Oh, yes, on Marketing Strategy Academy podcast. Yes.
Well, and what happened was we actually started talking about authenticity and all the things. And then we went on a tangent on core values and why I truly believe that core values is the base of everything to create your personal brand. And Jen was like, okay, this is it. We need to talk only about this in this episode. And then she reached out to me and asked me to talk about this on the summit. And I am so honored.
It was because I think my brain exploded. I have this when I have people on my podcast, but there's that top tier level of people who A, I want to work with, and B, who have given me ideas to work on. It was the best advice. So I'm very excited to have you be a speaker there.
I am actually so excited because this is a topic that I reiterate so much throughout my program. And I think that it makes people's lives easier, how to run their business, how to be happier, how to put content out there, so many things, right? But I love that you're teaching marketing because most people, and I'm going to tell you a little story. When I had my first photography studio, I'm talking 2008, 2009 maybe. I had my first photography studio. I was doing baby photography at the time, and I will never forget telling my husband, I just want to take fucking photos. I hate marketing. And look at me, 15 years later, right? I love marketing, love personal branding, but it wasn't that I hated it. I didn't get it.
Yeah, you couldn't connect with the why, right? You know you have to do it, but your core values helped you to really narrow down to exactly what you need to do.
this is the crazy part. I know that there is so many women out there with the same kind of background. My major when I went to school was marketing. And when I came into my own business, I didn't graduate, by the way. I didn't finish. But I say because I
good.
But the reason why I say it is because I learned in the School of Hard Knocks, but I think this is what you're providing for people. This is how people from the School of Hard Knocks, they actually get to learn without going to get a fucking degree that they're not going to learn anything. It didn't give me anything.
And marketing for actual large businesses and marketing for entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or small business owners is totally different, right? They tell you the things you're supposed to do, but in reality and getting the work done, it's totally different. The whole Creative Marketing Summit is to help people transform your service-based business with valuable insights and actionable strategies to find, attract, and book your ideal client.
Like, oh my God, I am so excited, not only to be a part of it, to promote it, to grow it. I am so passionate about this. Like, guys, little secret. I called Jen and I said, we need to get you like soon in the podcast because I want people to hear about this. I am so excited. Tell me, where can people find, I know you have a specific Instagram account, so I want both. I want how they find you and how they find the Creative Marketing Summit.
That would be great. So Creative Marketing Summit is the Instagram name, Creative Marketing Summit. I'm at Jen Vasquez Media, but I have a separate account because I envision it growing bigger, right, than just me. And you can go to creativemarketingsummit.com to get more information, to see if it's going to be worth your time, and to sign up. And I know, well, first of all, we've got Ati educating, so it's going to be great. But we have so many talented marketing experts, and I'm just really excited. Yeah. So it's crazy. I got a lot of feedback from the last one that I was thinking that we were sort of moving into people who are newer in business, but we had a ton of people sign up who had been in business for more than 5 years, and they got a tremendous amount out of the summit, even being in business that long. So I promise you, no matter where you are in your business, you will literally walk away with at least 3 different things that you can do to make your business better in terms of marketing, for sure.
I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to put everything on the show notes. I honestly think that we did such a good job at like knocking these like quick and fiery and so much value. Guys, start doing your 3 to 7 second videos. I can't wait for people to tag us. You guys can tag us, like put it to your stories, so like tag us so we can see that you're doing it. And then start testing with Pinterest. And we'll see you at the Creative Marketing Summit.
Yay! Bye.
Thank you, friend.